If you have a child between 9 and 12, you recognize that they have changed. They are not little kids anymore. They are starting to form habits that will follow them for years. How they respond to pressure, frustration, failure, how they carry themselves around other kids. By default, they pick the easy option. They do the minimum. They quit something the moment it stops being fun, and when you push them, they push back, or they shut down. Those habits form their baseline reaction to all future challenges. This is also the age when distractions get stronger. Screens are making everything worse. Children today are surrounded by constant stimulation, constant input and reward. So when something requires their patience or attention, many of them struggle. Their attention span can't handle it. Not because something is wrong with them, because they have not had enough practice doing things that take effort. Bullying is a frequent problem, and it will never go away. If it hasn't happened to your child yet, it will, and it can affect a child's confidence in a big way. Parents want their child to know how to stand up for themselves. And the best way to protect kids is to teach them how to protect themselves. This isn't about solving problems with violence. It means a child has the capability. That develops confidence, and that alone will make bullies move on to an easier target. Martial arts training has a proven track record for helping kids deal with these problems. It is different than any other endeavor that they can do. This isn't about chasing a ball or scoring points or making the team. There's something deeper here. It taps into an instinct that we all have to protect ourselves and the people that we care about. And when a kid learns how to do that, it changes everything. My name is Jordan Gutierrez. I'm the owner of Scientific Martial Arts and Fitness, and I've been teaching young children for nearly 5 decades. And here's what I've learned. You cannot lecture a child into focus. You cannot explain discipline to them and expect them to apply it. It doesn't work that way. But what does work is putting them in an environment where focus and discipline is required. What we do here is difficult. It requires their full attention. Our students learn striking and grappling through structured drilling, partner work, and controlled sparring. The techniques are drawn from kickboxing, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and traditional martial arts. The curriculum matters a lot. We want our students to have real skills if they actually need them. Every class here has structure. Every drill has a purpose. Children practice coordination, balance, body control. They work with partners, follow directions. They learn by doing. And none of this works unless they are focused and paying attention. So they learn to pay attention. Not because we yelled at them, but because the activity demands it. They are literally practicing what you want them to do. Sparring plays a big role in this process. When a child spars, they are not just throwing punches and kicks or rolling around on the ground. They are challenging their thoughts against another person. They are dealing with their own emotions and the emotions of others. They are making decisions under stress. They adjust when their plan does not work. They prove to themselves what they are capable of. Not in theory, but on the mat, under pressure and against resistance. That is focused, strategic thinking. That is emotional regulation. That is composure. That is grit. The ability to stick with something when it gets tough, all happening at the same time. Sparring, when done correctly, is a lot of fun. It is where you can prove yourself to yourself. We make it enjoyable and safe. It is well supervised and controlled, and respectful. At this age, kids are starting to decide who they are. Are they the kind of person who quits when something feels uncomfortable? Or the kind of person who stays with it adjusts and improves. Martial arts provides the environment to make mistakes, get feedback, try again. That changes how they see themselves. They become more composed and coachable, more willing to face challenges instead of avoiding them. Our classes are fun, and they should be. Kids learn best when training is enjoyable. But while they are having fun, they are also learning important skills. How to focus and work with others. How to manage frustration and to be respectful. How to lose without falling apart. Those lessons matter far beyond the mat. They affect how a child walks into a room, how they speak, how other people see them. It affects their confidence. And confidence changes behavior. Behavior changes outcomes. By chasing improvement on the mats, they find improvement in everything else that they do. I believe every child should discover what they are capable of, and this environment is where they can discover it for themselves. If that sounds like the kind of training you are looking for, we teach all ages. Book a free intro lesson and consultation, and let's see if we're a good fit to work together. Thanks for watching.